Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how you actually file your IFTA taxes, and I live in Indiana, so that's where we'll be filing our taxes at, and I don't know how another state does it, but I would guess it was probably pretty similar to this. So the first thing I do is I've got to know how many gallons that I used in the quarter, and I've got to know how many miles I ran in each state in that quarter. So if you have fuel gauges, this is an easy process. You just go down here to your IFTA report, click that, and so we need to go, I don't know why you need to, let's see, we need 2024, we need quarter 4. So we pumped 2,497 gallons. So you can click on your PDF. Click on that, and now we can print that off. Alright, now we'll go to our Keep Trucking, or Motive, whatever you want to call it. We'll go to Reports, and it should be an IFTA, yeah. Let's see, which one is that? Is that our IFTA trips? I have to remember how to do this every time. No, that's not it. Distance summary. Let's see, quarters, fourth quarter. There we go. So we did 24,663 miles and a half, I guess. So anything like this, 524.67, you'd average that up to 525, which it'll average it up automatically. I'll show you as you put it in there in your calculation. So let me think. How do I do this? I swear I forget how to do this every time. I need to print this. Export as PDF. There we go. Now it'll make you a nice, neat little deal there that you can print this off. Alright, now we're on the Indiana Department of Revenue Motor Carrier Services, and we go down to FTS, and then we log into that, and we go enter a quarterly tax return, and we want to go to File, and then it'll ask you if you didn't drive any miles in that quarter, then this is where you would click zero activity for this period. Now, even if you don't run the miles, you still have to tell them that you didn't run any miles. And so here's all the different kinds of fuel you can run. We're on diesel, so continue. All right, now it pulls up a map of the United States, and then you can just look at. I get the page printed off for Motive. And so it's all in alphabetical order. So we go to Alabama, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma. I don't even remember going to Oklahoma. Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. I don't really remember going to Wisconsin either. Yeah, I guess I do. So that's where I ran fourth quarter 24. Go to total miles. Total miles in Alabama was 706.42. So let me do that. 706.42, and I'll show you how that it'll round it down to 706. There you go. 706. And then I've got my other piece of paper for my keep trucking, and we'll see if we bought any fuel in Alabama, and we did not. So over here is where your gallons go. That's 0. Okay, we're finished with Alabama. We'll go to Arkansas. Arkansas is 4265. 4265. Same thing over here, 4265. And did we buy any Arkansas fuel? We did not. There's really only a few states I buy fuel in, so I know Illinois we bought fuel, guaranteed. And we ran 27.24. How many gallons did we buy? About 13.24. I'm gonna go ahead and put the balance is 004. I'm sure that'll just round it down. Yeah. All right, Indiana. How many miles do we run in our home state? 39.14. And I don't think I bought any fuel in Indiana. No, I did not. I very rarely buy fuel in Indiana, even though I live here. It's usually cheaper to get it either in Kentucky or Illinois on the way home. All right, next, Kentucky. Speaking of them, 341. Didn't run very many miles in Kentucky. I think I probably bought a little fuel. Nope, I didn't. No fuel in Kentucky. Louisiana. What do we got? 525. And about 105 gallons in Louisiana. So most of the time I buy fuel in Illinois and Texas. That's usually my cheapest states that I operate in. Mississippi, we got $7.95. $7.95. Buying Mississippi fuel? Yes, we did. 60 gallons. I don't remember that either. Oh yeah, I do. I think I bought it in Jackson, Mississippi just to get down to cheaper fuel, if I remember right. At the Petro. Yep, I remember that now. Missouri. 1661. And no fuel in Missouri. Oklahoma. I swear I don't remember going to Oklahoma. I must have passed through there once. I don't remember that, but I know I did it. 345. 345. So I just made one little. When did I go to Oklahoma? Oh, I think I do remember that now. Yep, I do. No fuel in Oklahoma. What we got? 3 states left. Tennessee, we got 412. 412 big ones. And no fuel. 0. Texas, this is probably our biggest mileage state and probably the state we bought the most fuel in. Wow, 85.63. 85.63. Texas is a big state. 85.63. How much fuel did we buy there? 908 gallons. And Wisconsin. 412 miles. We bought 100 gallons of fuel there. I remember that. Alright, and I'll say how many. It'll down here it says total number of qualified vehicles, and that is one vehicle. And continue, and what it'll do, it'll calculate. It's going to calculate what you owe and any state where you got a credit. So the ones in parentheses right here, which is Illinois, I got a $793 credit, $793.34 credit. And looks like Louisiana, I got $10.40 credit. Wisconsin, I got $19.08 credit. And all these other states I've got to pay. What's my biggest state I got to pay? My home state of Indiana. I owe Indiana $233.64. And like Alabama, $21. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 states I owe in, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I'm getting credit back for. I saw Texas, I'm getting $8 back in Texas. And I'm getting credit. You get credit because I bought more fuel than miles I traveled in our state. Yeah, see, so I traveled 2,700 miles in Illinois, but I bought 1,300 gallons of fuel. So here's my total. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, total miles, 24,663 miles. I bought 2,497 gallons, and my average fuel mileage for the fourth quarter was 9.88. And this over here, DI, is diesel fuel. And so we can click calculate, and it'll figure out whether I owe them or they owe me. Usually they owe me, but you never know. So we'll click calculate. And it looks like I have a credit. Let's see, is that right? I can't tell if I think they owe me $373.90. And we click accept. And submit that bad boy. Yeah, so I'm getting a refund of $373.90. And we'll push continue. And let's see. And then if you want to go back and look at it, you can see it says now you can look. These are all my other quarters I filed in. So fourth quarter of 2024, it says filed, refund on hold. So they're going to look at it and make sure it's right. I can click on this. I'm just going to double check, and you can go back and amend this if you may. I have made a mistake before and thought about it later. So my total miles on my Keep Trucking or Motive is 24,663. Okay, that matches that. And my total gallons, 2,497. Yep, okay, we're good. And I don't think I missed any state. No, we couldn't have. So our mileage comes up and our gallons come up. And so, yeah, we're getting a refund of a little over whatever that was, $300. So that is basically how you do an IFTA report. In Indiana, at least, that's as quick as that. And really, that's about real time. So I don't know. And I was even taking a little time explaining it and things. Maybe, the most 15 minutes. So it's pretty easy. All right, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.